All right, welcome to Witchpolice Radio. This is another quick hit, which is a micro interview, as I like to call them, with a local artist who has some interesting things going on. And if you listen to the show regularly, you might remember an interview on the main podcast that I did with Chris Micheal a couple of years ago now. I think it's been a little while, but I've noticed that you've been doing a lot more. You've been a lot more present, I guess, on social media with new singles and new releases and just different projects you're working on. So I thought it would be a good time to catch up and see what you're up to.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
So maybe the best way to start this off, I think, is if you want to introduce yourself and maybe give a bit of background about what it is you do musically for people who might not be familiar with your work.
Yeah, no, I go by the stage name Chris Micheal. I'm doing a country rock kind of project. I have a little bit of my history with the rock, and then I've kind of moved into country. So, I've kind of amalgamated things, and I'm just truly passionate about music and the people I work with and the community. And I do lots of outreach things and like TJ's Gift Foundation.
Yeah,
I love giving back, and I think for me that's about what music's about. I just love connecting with people, and I'm always trying to do new things so that I can connect with more people.
awesome. Well, it's a good way to be, I think, for sure. And so I think that last time I talked to you on the show, you were just sort of getting started with this country persona. I think you maybe had one single that was kind of in the works, but now you've been pretty active. You have a lot going on. So what have you been up to? I guess over the past year or so during this weird time we're in with the pandemic.
Yeah, the fantastic COVID, right? That's just terrible for every musician out there and every listener because a lot of us like to connect and listen to live music and be present with each other. I mean, it's the camaraderie that comes with shows and everything. That's the worst. So what I have been doing was I've been recording a band, like with my band, Philip and sorry. Anyways, I've been recording with the band, and we have an album that we haven't quite released. So we keep working on it. We're going back and forth. And with COVID, we just don't really feel any pressure that we need to release that. We've also done an EP with a producer down in LA.
Oh, cool.
And that's been going really good. Chris Floors, he's got a lot of credits, and he's really helped us elevate and kind of reach our goals. But every time it seems like as we're working with him, we're like, revisiting stuff on our own album, the other album. So we've got the EP we're releasing right now, and that's super exciting. We've kind of backed off on releasing the album. We want to see how COVID plays out. We've worked so hard on it that we were just excited to be able to play that album out.
Yeah,
like that was kind of the idea of it, right? Yeah, I guess.
Well, one of the things I've noticed about your persona on social media is you've been posting a lot about. Do you have a recording setup that you're recording for other artists now?
Yeah. So I started building a studio about 6 months ago at my place. I took the lower half of my house and actually literally converted it. So we have a pretty, it's about 800 square foot studio. So we have a live room, vocal booths, all conditioned, and control room. Yeah, and I got a few artists in the city I'm working with. I'm actually looking for more people to work with, and it's not really a financial situation. Like I say, I just love music. So if I can get some people in the door, if anybody sees this interview and maybe they're interested and they want to get some acoustic and some vocals down, or maybe they're a band and they want to start working on stuff, let's put it this way. I'm working on my resume, and I'm more than happy to oblige and work together with other people to help build that. So,
are you sticking to country with that project, or are you just open to whoever wants to try and record something?
For the studio, no, rock, blues, country, you name it. Cool. I'm totally open to it all. Yeah, like music is my life, right? Like everything. I wake up in the morning, and that's all I think about. I just want to do it and just keep doing it, right? I love it.
Well, I think that's a great attitude to have. I think we need more people like that who just eat, sleep, and breathe music, right? Because that's how you get that's how you get the community to grow, and you get by giving each other a hand, like you're doing with the studio.
And that's what I want to point out is so Ashley Struss, who is a singer with me in my Chris Micheal band, I've been promoting her and helping her create some singles, and those are going to start launching soon too. So people, if they want to see what I'm kind of doing for other people, they can check out what she's got.
Oh, very cool. I was going to ask you about the songwriter stuff too, because I noticed you've been involved with the, is it the International Singer-Songwriter Association, or?
Yeah, International Singer-Songwriter Association for 2 years now. I've been been a member with them. I'm also the representative here in Manitoba for it, because I'm just I just love I've made so many great relationships with so many people throughout the States, Australia, Europe. It's unbelievable. It was like the connecting point to be able to meet people and expand my experiences. Whether it's been collaborating, I've done all sorts of stuff everywhere. TV and film is another cool one. I've got to get my toes wet in that a little bit. So
what is your role with that though? What does it mean to be the representative here in Manitoba for that organization?
So, well, unfortunately, because of COVID, originally our plan was I was going to sing up a singer-songwriter night. That was going to be kind of presented by myself and Issa. And we were going to kind of promote that and start creating some singer-songwriter circles and try to get some people on board with Issa, who also hosts annual awards and stuff. So it just really gives people a place of community for songwriters, right? I mean, as a songwriter, say in Winnipeg right now, and where are you going to go and connect with people on that level of songwriting? There's really nowhere to go. So when I ran into them, I think I ended up finding them on a Facebook page or something, and I've connected with the lady Tameen. She runs it, and I think now, when I first joined, it had 10,000 members. I think there's 300,000 members now.
That's huge. Yeah.
I mean, so it might the initial, when you go on there, you're kind of like, oh yeah, whatever. But, as you kind of emerge, you start to realize there's a lot of people like yourself. We're all just trying really hard and trying to do our best. And, there's great advice from everybody. Yeah. You could post your ideas and songs and connect. I just like it. It's something I'm super passionate about 100%. So.
Cool. And songwriting isn't specific to any genre either, right? You could have someone, I'm sure, on there who writes like death metal songs, and then you're writing country songs, and there's a possibility for the two of you to share ideas and help each other out, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, you got to remember, I come from a rock background, right? So, I love rock as much as I do country. I'm kind of one of those guys stuck in a rock and a hard place, because I could be in a rock band, I could be in a country band. I'm not traditional country,
for sure.
It is what it is. I'm country rock.
Do you feel like those rock influences, the deeper you get into country, do you feel like those rock influences are still heavily in your sound? Like you can't get rid of them?
It is, but I have really started to round out as a country guy more.
Yeah.
But yes, most certainly, especially, you got to remember my circle of musicians, like the people that I have been playing with for 15 years now, they're all rock players, right? So when we get together and we want to start working on a song together, it's like you're all kind of like grinding on each other. You got to listen to a lot of other artists and stuff in the industry to kind of reference, are we doing this right? Are we hitting our target?
Yeah.
So we have some songs on the album that, they've been re-recorded 3-4 times, because we're like, we need to get it onto point. And what's important with country, and I can appreciate, is the delivery of the vocals and the delivery and the dynamics of the songs. So after 2 years of being into country, I'm starting to really understand those things, because like when I was in Jekyll and the Hydes, it was about putting on a loud show and like go nonstop.
Yeah, sure.
The country, you really gotta just pull it back and focus on the delivery and the dynamics. And we're trying our best, doing our best, but we're also sticking to what we believe in as artists too. So yeah, for sure, it's gonna have some rock elements.
Right on. So for people who maybe are new to your music or want to hear what you're up to lately, what's the best way to track down your stuff that you've released over the last little while?
Well, we've been pretty good with, if you find us on Spotify, iTunes, and all that, we've got our website, thechrismicheal.com. We're on Facebook, we're Instagram. We're really, really, really pushing hard on our social media presence. So we're pretty easy to come across. We have a new single actually coming out on Friday.
Okay.
It's called Heaven on Earth. And we worked really hard on that one. That one's produced by Chris in LA. I do want to point that out in this interview, because it's pretty exciting for us. We're thrilled about it. I think this is our song. This is the song,
Right on.